Hey guys and girls, Lilo here at Alcatraz Festival 2018. Welcome to HeadBangers Lifestyle. And I'm here with Tony, Demolition Man.
Hello, good day, how are you?
Venom Inc.
Yeah,
welcome.
Nice to meet you. Thank you very much.
Rocking out today, this weekend?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and what a brilliant day it is. Yesterday, there was a lot of rain. I was coming from Germany, but you know, it's been so dry and so hot that we needed it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was the first day of the festival, but today it's not English weather. Today it's nice and sunshine. So
Yeah.
it's brilliant.
Yeah. There has been kind of a tragic in the band with Mantas, who got a heart attack earlier this year.
Yeah.
He had surgery, he recovered, and a couple of days ago you guys played the first show together again?
Yes, in Poland and Finland, yeah.
How was that, to be back on stage together?
It was great, you know what I mean? We had to cancel a few things, of course, because he had the heart attack, but it was a genetic thing, so it wasn't, we were doing a lot of work, and we'd done an Asian tour, Australia, New Zealand, then came straight back and started a European tour. And at the end of it, we thought maybe it was the workload because we were quite tired, jet lag and everything, but it was just a hereditary thing, so it actually could have happened at any point.
Oh, wow.
And he had signs of it, so go to the doctors if you don't feel well, because he didn't go. And we Skyped one morning. He said, oh, I've got to go to the chemist, I think I've got indigestion. And half an hour later, he actually died, and they had to save his life. So it was quite a big thing. Physically, you recover, but mentally, that's a bit more difficult because also you need to talk to people, because you could say, you're great, don't worry, it's all fixed, but mentally, unless you've died, how do you say it to someone? So I think for him, he had a great fear of this. So Finland was important on many levels, but also for him to feel that he could do it again. How did he feel? Could he recover? And it was great. It was so important, and it meant so much. And to turn around and still see him there, because he's my brother, you know, and it was wonderful. And at one point of the set, I went across to him. He was playing a solo, and he was smiling, and I said, "You're not dead." I said, "This is amazing. Look, he's a zombie." So it's
good. There's
cool.
some humor left.
Yeah,
right?
yes, and he loves himself, you know. And but it was very difficult. And when we've lost so many artists, Manila Road just happened, and so many of our friends and our peers dying of all kinds of things. You always see it where you don't think it's going to be us. And then it happens, and you're like, oh my God. And so I think then we appreciate more what we do, the privilege of what we do, being on stage with the fans, and how they drive us and feed us, and that's such an incredible thing. So I think in a way now he even appreciates it even more than we did. So
But did you thought you would ever go back on stage together at that point?
Well, you know, we had lots of things booked. And you know, the agents, the promoters, and everybody promoting things were then going, Tony, what's going to happen? And I was like, until we do something, we don't know. He may have walked on stage and came off and said, I can't do it anymore. Or he may have said, yep, it's great. He wanted to. He's a very hard-working person, so he's very inspirational, and music is everything to him. So the idea he may have lost that, I think, drove him to not, and to play the first show we did, it's only 10 weeks since he actually died. People were like, oh my God, but that's his drive, you know, it's not so easy. It's probably going to take a little longer to be perfect again, but you know, there's something about music that, you know, it's what I always said, you know, when we go to China or Venezuela or a million places where I don't speak the language, and you're trying to communicate, but when you play music, it doesn't matter where you are, everybody sings Campus Battery, everybody sings black metal. It's like you realise that it transcends everything. It's about an emotional attachment. And I think that's what he needed. He needed to have that support, so when he went on stage and all of those people were giving him that adoration and that love and happiness that he was there, I think that made him stronger. So that's what's good about it.
So the band is really back on track at the moment. And well, the band is having its reunion then in 2015 it was, and a new album out last year. It's all happening again to the band. Like you say, you appreciate it more than ever.
Very much so. very much so.
On a personal level, I guess.
Yeah, because everybody knows the mess that was Venom, and the ins and outs, and but at the end of the day, we're from a very small place in England, and we all grew up with each other.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like friends, and old girlfriends and all having a go at each other. But fundamentally, when this happened to Jeff, everybody came together for it. We all came together. Even Kronos and Anton and everybody all came together to go, oh my God, and that's where you see the reality of the thing. And I think, that for now, what was important for me to put this together, even though Kronos was there doing what he was doing, was all of the people were important, and the legacy of the music was what was important. Yeah. And I was looking at us aging and thinking there's a whole breed of new fans that I want them to connect all of the dots. Yeah. And, a young girl, 22, did an interview with me, a French girl, and she said, it's so great to do an interview because all of this history I only read in a book because I wasn't there. And I said, but this is living history. Yeah. You are here. At the time we spoke, Lemmy was still alive. I said, Motorhead, Judas Priest, Black Sabbath, Slayer, Metallica, and every other band. All the genres are out playing. I said, we're living history now. Yeah. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to show the young kids that this is where we all began, but it's continuing. Yeah. And if we can go on stage, someone who's had a heart attack and died can go on stage and inspire a 16-year-old to go, I could do that too, then that's what it's about. Yeah. Because the music inspires us, and that's what we're here to do,
It's a drive.
Yes, yeah.
But what's the hardest lesson you've learned in your career as a musician or as a personal level?
Well, I think the value in yourself, because more people will say no than will say yes. More people will say you're shit than will say you're good. But you have to take all of that. It's opinion and it's how people think. But there's so many easy moments where you can just give up and say, I'm done, forget it, or whatever. So you have to dig inside yourself and say, is this who I am? Or is this just a fantasy I'd like to do? And you'll answer that question yourself. And if it's who you are, then it's what you do. And so stay faithful to the reality of your passion and your desire. If it's in you, it won't be easy. You can now look and you can have a Gene Simmons going like, the music industry changed. It's not easy for anybody these days, not like when we were young. It was never easy. Yeah. It was never easy, and it's never going to be easy. Yeah. And that's why when you succeed, or when you get the privilege of standing on a stage and have people singing with you and be happy you're there, that's why that means so much. Yeah. Because it isn't easy, but you stayed the course and you made it happen. Yeah. And so the pleasure is even greater. Yeah. So that's what I would say to any young musician or any artist. It's not going to be easy, but if it's what you want to do, just do it. Do it. Just stay focused and do it, and that's all you have to do. And me, Rob Halford, Lemmy, any artist, never had an easy road to get there, but they stayed, and that makes the difference between winning and losing. Don't give up on yourself.
Do you feel inspired by the younger generation of musicians?
Oh, completely. Yeah. I mean, again, I'm fortunate to go everywhere in the world, everywhere on the planet, and I've got now with a CD collection of demos that spans maybe 500-600, all given to me on the road. And and I would take them off all these bands, and I thought I should do something. So then I started doing, every morning I would get up and take one off the top, listen to it, and then do a Facebook post and tell them where to listen to the music. And of course people were then discovering this music. But it's like everything from a home tape to a full produced labeled, the music is so vibrant, there's so much life in it, and the youth want what we had. They want to keep producing music, they want to be part of something bigger. And something I tell sometimes to younger audiences is like, when you go home to Poughkeepsie or wherever it is, and you live in your town and you think, nobody understands me because I listen to Behemoth or something and they don't quite get it, or I'm a black metal head, remember that somewhere on the other side of the planet is another village with somebody else who feels exactly the same. Yeah. Fortunately, with the internet, we can connect together.
Absolutely.
So you're part of a much bigger thing. Much bigger thing.
Do you have a good tip for the young bands?
Just stay, believe in yourself. That's the first thing you have to do. Be honest, believe in yourself, and if you like people saying you're great, you guys are great, don't get so downtrodden or depressed when people say they don't think you're so great, because you can't take the good unless you take the bad too. Remember, it's just opinions, but how do you feel? How does it make you feel? Does what you do inspire you? And if it inspires you to want to keep doing it, that's all you have to do. You just keep doing it. Try and do your shows. It's not so easy these days with venues closing everywhere. Every country has different problems, but that doesn't stop you. It doesn't stop you from playing. That's all you have to do. Just play.
Okay, we gotta wrap up. Would you like to give us a real Venom shout right over there?
Yes. Hail to everybody. Thank you for supporting us for so many years, and continue it. Be inspired, inspired. That's the way to go. This is Tony Demolition Dolan. This is Venom Inc. And we say Ave.
And thank you for watching Headbangers Lifestyle.